All right, Justin Watcher here, ProSportsExtra.com. WrestleMania Sunday just ended, night two, Sunday's edition. Oh, baby, we got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to try to rattle it off real quick. It's about 10:30 right now. No delays tonight. That's good. The weather is somewhat cooperated, but either way, it doesn't really matter. Let's just kick it off right away. It was Randy Orton versus The Fiend. So, of course, The Fiend got burned alive a few months ago. Alexa Bliss has been acting all goofy and creepy. Nobody knows what the heck's been going on with that. So, in about 5 minutes, who wins? Randy Orton. Yes, the big bad monster fiend. This huge, big comeback, this whole new persona, his whole new mask. He's got this blood and creepy thing with whatever Alexa Bliss is doing. She opened him from like a jack in the box and he came popping out or something. And then he loses to an RKO. Okay, so much for that. Kind of like Jason or Michael Myers getting killed in the opening scene. So thanks for coming, buddy. So up next, we had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeating Tamina and Natalya to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Not a lot about this. Tamina and Natalya won a turmoil match in night one to earn this title match on night two, and then they lost. So not a whole lot going on there. I didn't really care for the match too much. For some reason, it went pretty long. So whatever to that. But up next was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and then this Logan Paul guy, whoever he is, I still don't have a clue. He was getting involved. Kevin Owens ended up winning. This actually kind of saved the night because this kind of got everybody back on track. The fans were kind of pumped up for this. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they've been feuding on and off for about 10 years right now, all in different companies also, and they deserved a one-on-one match at WrestleMania based on their history, and they finally got it. And Kevin Owens won, which I thought he would, so kind of easy to call right there. And then after the match, Logan Paul kind of came in, shoved Sami Zayn, like, get your conspiracy crap out of here. And then he raised Kevin Owens' arm. Well, sorry, buddy, that was a big mistake because Kevin Owens just kind of stared at him and was like, who are you? And guess what happens? Oh, yeah, stunner. Stunner to Logan Paul. See ya, buddy. Hit the bricks. Get out of here. Nobody knows cares. Nobody cares. So, anyways, so Sheamus is your new United States champion, defeating Riddle. Couple little rough spots during the match, but I thought it was hard hitting, just as you'd expect, just like the Raw match. And Riddle losing was a surprise to me, but I thought during the road to WrestleMania, if there is one guy that got screwed in the company and kind of got overlooked a little bit, it was Sheamus. So maybe this is a little bit of a reward for him, a little bit of a thank you for him for the past few months for doing everything that he's been doing on the Raw brand. So now he is the United States champion. I thought a very good match. Again, couple rough spots, but didn't matter. Sheamus is the new United States champion. Speaking of new champions, the very next match, Apollo Cruz defeats Big E for the Intercontinental Championship. Don't really care about the drum thing or the street fight or whatever. It didn't really matter, but a new debuting character came out to help Apollo Cruz. This is the former Babatunde. So if you know him or you know the face and you recognize him, that's who this is. I have no idea what the new story is going to be with this guy, but either way, it doesn't matter. Apollo Cruz, new Intercontinental Champion. He deserves it. He is obviously very, very talented, and I thought overlooked for a while. Sorry to Big E. I know he got the big entrance from Wale, and I know his New Day buddies lost last night their tag titles, but doesn't matter. I don't care for the New Day, so they can lose all the matches in the world, and I'm not really going to care either way. So speaking of new champs, here we go again. A new Raw Women's Champion. Asuka loses to Rhea Ripley. She just came up from NXT. She was ready to make an impact right away, so there was no doubt about it. She also got a live entrance, very cool for her. And a lot of people thought she should have won last year against Charlotte Flair. She lost. This year she gets her moment. So obviously it sucks for Asuka. We're all fans of Asuka. We all love her, but she lost here, and unfortunately for her, but fortunately for Rhea Ripley, it felt like a time for a change, a new champ. It just kind of felt like it, and we got it. And there was a quick little segment with Bayley being interrupted by the Bella Twins. Yeah, not quite the Becky Lynch or maybe the Ronda Rousey that a lot of people were expecting, but Bayley did get beat up by the Bella Twins. Obviously, they were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, so they were in town, but yeah, not quite the excitement of maybe a Ronda Rousey or Becky Lynch, but hey, they're coming back soon, so everybody's just got to stay a little bit more patient with them. And anyways, we get to our main event of the evening. I thought a deserving main event. Obviously, all the hype in the world for the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Edge, all three at one point were told that they could not wrestle anymore or they may be in danger of their careers. So lots of story there. Of course, everybody knows 10 years to the day Edge had to retire. I still remember the moment in 2011. I remember watching it. Daniel Bryan had to retire. Of course, Roman Reigns with his leukemia and everything. He missed WrestleMania last year. Hard-hitting main event, went a little bit over 20 minutes. And in the end, your tribal chief remains champ. Roman Reigns not only pins Edge, but he pins Daniel Bryan. He pretty much stacked him up, pinned him 1, 2, 3 at each time in the match. I thought it could have gone either way. It really felt like Bryan had a few opportunities there, and Edge had a one-time big moment to win, but Bryan pulled the referee's leg out. Great moment there, but doesn't matter because your tribal chief remains. Uso was there. Paul Heyman was, of course, staring there like the creep that he is. And there's Roman Reigns ending WrestleMania just as he should, in all honesty. He's been the best performer, best character, best act in the whole company for the past 6, 7, 8 months. So good for him. I thought topped out a great WrestleMania. I'm still not sold on the whole 2 night thing, but we'll see if they go back to 1 night next year, which has already been talked about in Dallas. So we'll see how that goes. But either way, prosportsextra.com is the website you're going to want to go to. Pro Sports Extra for all the YouTube crap, social media, everything. Like, subscribe. You know how to do all that. It's 2021. You don't need me to tell you where to find this stuff. So prosportsextra.com. That's WrestleMania. And until then, until the next show, everybody enjoy your night.